What a picture. It's really beautiful from here, I have to say. Hello, I'm Susan King. I'm the Dean of the School of Media and Journalism here at UNC Chapel Hill, and my first thank you goes to our terrific marshals, Lois Boynton, Tori Ekstrand, Livis Freeman, and Adam Saffer. You all make us proud. And welcome, class of 2018. You've done it! And what a year to be seniors at the School of Media and Journalism. You've lived through some tumultuous fake news controversies, Charlottesville, Silent Sam, the Me Too movement, blockbuster movie Black Panther, Mark Zuckerberg's apology, and the reality that your tweets, Facebook pages, and Instagram postings are part of a huge advertising sales platform. Yes, if once we all were naive about social marketing making a better world, we now know there is an up and down to every new invention. The public square is clearly alive with controversial issues in these early days of the 21st century, and we think you are all ready to handle what comes your way. And if the last decade is any indication, there will be a lot heading your way. We like to say we prepare all of you students in every area of the school to ignite the public conversation. And now more than ever, that is important. There are really public outcomes to what is reported, to public relations campaigns, to advertising and branding initiatives. Journalists and communicators are critical players in what citizens know, think about, and the decisions they make. So what we do, what all of you are going to do, is clearly important and matters. What we teach is critical to free expression, to democracy, to the respectful give and take of our communities, and to solving the really big problems. And that's why the faculty, staff, and I are so impressed that each year, student leaders here at UNC are from our school. They are communicators, they are leaders. So I've asked Elizabeth Atkins, our PR major and our UNC student body president, to say just a few words on behalf of all of you. As she walks to the stage, I just want to read a quote from a recent DTH article about her that mentioned her identity as an Asian American. She said, "Being a minority woman was something I was really worried about when I was running for student body president. I didn't think people would vote for me because of different parts of my identity. I'm not the typical version of a leader. That was something that was hard for me at first, but I was able to take that in stride and celebrate that and celebrate being able to represent fellow men and women all across this campus." A warm welcome for Elizabeth.
Thank you, Dean King, for that very kind introduction. Good afternoon, family, friends, but most importantly, the class of 2018. My name is Elizabeth Atkins, and I am a proud member of the UNC MJ School class of 2018, and I am delighted and humbled to stand before you today as a member of this class. Cognizant of the hard work that we've all put in to get to this point, but aware that we did not get here on our efforts alone. As a student in the MJ School, I have been lifted up by my professors and peers and gained an education that has made me a better student, a better leader, and a better person. Being a part of this school has taught me countless vital skills, and if I were to go through them all, we would be here far too long, and we know that graduations are long enough as it is. However, I want to touch upon what I believe to be the most important thing that I have drawn from my time as a student in the MJ School. As journalists, it is critical that we are the purveyors of truth and the gatekeepers of facts. Now, more than ever, facts and their portrayal in media and journalism are under assault. Powerful people take what we know to be true and manipulate it in an effort to implement agendas divorced from reality. This is nothing new, and we have seen this in history before. However, at this juncture, at this point in the United States, what we are seeing is unprecedented. The School of Media and Journalism has given all of us the tools to combat this effort to undermine the legitimacy of media and journalism itself. We should and must use these skills to keep the public informed and educated. What we do with our degrees from the MJ School is what will help us to keep bettering the lives of those around us. It is up to us to commit ourselves to providing an authentic portrayal of our world so that it can function for years to come. I chose to be a media and journalism major because I don't believe that media and journalism is divorced from our everyday lives. Rather, I think it informs every aspect of our lives for all of us. If I can leave you with one message, it is that our education here has given us the skills to make us foundational to the future of our democracy. So now more than ever, let's utilize those skills provided by our time here to ensure the continuity of that democracy. Congratulations, class of 2018. We started here, now let's never stop.
Thanks, Elizabeth. And the senior class president for your class is also one of our students, Carly Krasnopol. Carly, will you just stand up? I know you're part of tomorrow's program. So parents and friends, now you see why I'm not worried. These are just two of our amazing students, almost 400 undergraduates a year, and they are smart, they are poised, experienced, and ready. And they join about 50 graduate students and PhDs who are also tested and ready. And students, whether you know it tonight, whether you know what you're going to be doing a month from now or not, I don't want you to worry. Because our faculty have prepared you to think critically, to ask the right questions, and to keep asking them, to question the sources, to get out of your own information bubble, to write well, think differently, respect those who don't agree with you, to change, to grow, and demand. We've prepared you to thrive in this confusing time of dislocation and media disruption. So don't worry, you're going to get something. Many of you have also traveled this year and during your 4 years, but this year alone to Puerto Rico and Washington, D.C., San Francisco, London, Beijing, Charlotte, Milan, and New York, and elsewhere. You've explored and experimented. You have made good decisions. You've created stories and brands and PR strategies. You have simply done very well. So families, I want you to really understand that from our point of view as faculty, we believe you've raised your children very well. And friends, if your friends are sitting here in this audience, you chose well. These students are ambitious and hardworking, amazingly good writers and videographers, storytellers, strategists, social media pros. They are researchers and theorists. They are photographers who see what others miss. They are writers able to capture the facts and the feelings of a story. They are business reporters, ready to meet business leaders with tough questions, and they are crisis communicators armed with facts and figures and plausible explanations for those same reporters. They are experimenters who are creating new products. They are coders designing new ways of displaying digital knowledge, and they are simply nice. They're also fun to be around, helpful to each other, and a community of learners and leaders. We're very proud of you. Will you all stand up right now and take a bow and hear the applause from your family and friends? Stand up, find where they are in the hall. Okay, you can sit down now. I hope your family found you. Now we're going to give you a glimpse of the leader you can become. A taste of what it means to be a global advertising superstar and a woman in a man's world who started here in Chapel Hill and then started at the bottom and made it to the top. We have one of you, one of our graduates, Susan Cradle, who graduated in 1985 from what was then called the journalism school. Her major was advertising. Susan has won every award a woman can win in the field, and just this week, she was named the female chair of the One Club, advertising's most prestigious organization. And she's the first woman to chair the One Club. I wanted Susan to talk to all of you, not because of all these awards, but because of who she is. She grew up here in North Carolina and dreamed of a big career, and she got it. And she has used her platform of success to always emphasize values, to speak truth to power. In a business known for mad men, she used her woman's voice to make a difference for her clients and her industry. She is someone who has not forgotten where she came from and what she really, really values. I wanted you to hear her today for that and because of this bottom line. Susan is a very smart woman, and she is a very happy woman. What could be better? I think that's a role model for all of you graduates, men and women. Be smart and be happy. Will you give Susan Cradle a big, warm Tar Heel welcome home? Susan Cradle.
Good afternoon. I wasn't expecting such nice words. That gets me a little emotional. Thank you, Dean King, for having me. As a 1985 graduate of the journalism school and a fellow Tar Heel, it is an honor to be here today. Congratulations to the 2018 graduates of the Media and Journalism School. Fantastic. I'm going to keep clapping for you all. This is a cartoon character. You all have them in your seats. It's a cartoon character I created with the help of a talented Chicago illustrator named Larry Day. That's me, the little widget on the right that you can barely see in the chair. Yeah, that's me. That's how I felt over 30 years ago when I was you, sitting there and getting ready to graduate. A few days after graduation, I brought a one-way ticket to New York City, and I began my next chapter. When I arrived in that city swarming with 8 million people, I had never felt so small, teeny. 3 decades later, I'm fortunate enough to call the Big Apple my home, and I have found a fulfilling career in advertising, even though I started as I gave the receptionists their bathroom breaks. So trust me, I started at the very bottom, like Dean King said. So no matter what job you're getting ready to take, you're on a journey. It's not the end, it's the beginning. Along the way, I have done things I'm proud of, and I've made some mistakes. Today, as you start your own journey, my wish for you is simple, that you go further than I did, and you get there faster. And I'd like to help you do that by spending the next few minutes being a mentor. The first of many that I hope you find to speed you on your way. So what is a mentor? I get asked this a lot, and some people think it's like you schedule meetings once a month and talk with people. But the best description I've heard was from an interview with Andre 3000 of the hip-hop duo Outkast. He was playing video games with his son, 7 Sirius Benjamin, when out of the blue, 7 Sirius asked him, "Hey, Dad, what's a mentor?" And Andre said, "Well, you know how you've been playing this video game for a year now? And you know all the little secret passages and which things I should pick up and where things are hidden and how to get to the next secret level?" And he goes, "Uh-huh." He said, "So now it's only taking me 3 or 4 hours to gain the knowledge it took you a year to get." That's a mentor. So today, in the spirit of mentorship, so you can be better and faster, I'd like to tell you what I've learned over these last 3 decades, and it comes down to one word: generosity. I spent a lot of my life operating in the mindset of scarcity. What if this is the last interview I'll ever have? What if I never get another chance? What if this is my last date? Hi, Joe. That's my husband. The last friend, the last opportunity, my last dollar, my last speech. And when you think like this, your default is survival. You really start to live in a survival mode. Everything becomes about you and simply surviving. And it works at first, but it doesn't feel very good, and eventually it starts to cave in on you. So I thought, what if instead of living in a world of scarcity, I simply chose to live in a world of abundance, where I tell myself there's always going to be something else, there will be something more, and so far I can attest there is. If I looked at the world that way, how would I behave? What would my default choices be? The answer: when you choose to live in a world of abundance, you choose generosity. It sounds pretty simple, but the art of generosity takes constant practice. Here are a few things to keep in mind. The first, and one of the hardest for me, is to be generous with yourself. I was raised as a Christian, and one of the most important verses in the Bible is to love thy neighbor as thyself. I always understood the first part, but I never understood the whole equation. The degree to which you can love others is directly related to self-love, which means you must believe that you matter, that you make a difference, that you have value. You must be generous to yourself, take care of yourself, respect yourself, so you can do that for others. And when it comes to others, be generous with whom you call a friend. I spent the first part of my life surrounding myself with people who looked and acted more like me. People who looked like me, thought like me, we shared similar backgrounds and ambitions, and quite frankly, it was comfortable. We talk a lot about diversity today. I will tell you, the more diverse your friendships are, the more enriching your life becomes. And speaking of enriching, be generous with your definition of success. As a society, success is often defined by the amount of power and money we attain during our lives. But there is a reason the Declaration of Independence states that among our unalienable rights is the pursuit of happiness. Not power, not money, happiness. Measure your success by your happiness. Recently, I had a talented young man interview for a job as a designer. I felt the job was way too small for him. He looked at me and he said, I want to be ordinary. I want to do a good job. I want to have a good marriage. I want to be a good father. His ambition was to be extraordinary at being ordinary. It was a new concept for me, and he has my utmost respect, and he also got the job. People teach me something every day, which brings me to my next point. Be generous with your ears. This is going to be a hard one for many of you because you're smart. And smart people are always thinking, often, about what they're going to say next. Our company spends thousands and thousands of dollars a year teaching our top executives how to listen. The ones who are most successful listen way more than they speak. Between talking and listening, the latter is the more intelligent choice. So listen, really listen. Are you listening now? Kind of? All right. Listen until it hurts. Be generous with your colleagues. When I began my career, I used to hope my colleagues would have really bad ideas so mine would look a lot better. I did. I would go home at night and say, please, 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 make them come in with really bad work. I most certainly wouldn't help someone do their job better. It was a competition. And there's that ugly survival mode contributing to my behavior. Then one day, somebody at our company did something outstanding. The whole industry took notice. And people came up to me and said, wow, you work at that company? Wow, you're amazing. And I realized that day, when anyone in the company does something great, the value of all our business cards goes up. You want your colleagues to succeed, not fail. Help them in any way you can. I can tell you the more I give away, the more comes back to me. The math makes no sense. Perhaps it's simply the mystical power of the universe. I'll take this thought one step further. Be generous with your competitors. It's a small world. I learned this at Disney World when I was 7. They have a ride and a song dedicated to the whole idea. But if it's a small world, it's an even smaller industry that you're getting ready to enter. In a world of abundance, there is enough to go around. Competition makes us better. You might even work for that competitor one day. Good sportsmanship is something you learn on the field, but you should take it into all aspects of your life. Meaning, be generous with your empathy. Years ago, a colleague of mine asked me when I was going to stop being so ambitious about my career and start thinking about having a family. I told him that my husband and I had been trying to have a family for the last 10 years, and I was currently on my 3rd round of in vitro fertilization. He paused, and then he said, "You know, Susan, you have 20 children, including me, at this company, and we all need you." A broken conversation turned into a healing one. That's the power of empathy. Also, be generous with forgiveness. Holding a grudge is exhausting. It does not make you honorable or principled. It makes you stubborn and negative. Antonyms for forgiveness, here they go: blame, cruelty, meanness, and mercilessness. There's not one word I would like to embrace. But synonyms for forgiveness: compassion, grace, charity, mercy. Yeah, those sound good. I would tell you a few forgiveness stories of my own, but they are far too personal, take far too long, and I would be up here crying and be a hot mess, so we're not going to do that today. But I can attest the feeling after you forgive or are forgiven is euphoric. Finally, be generous with your family, especially your parents. They're the reason you're here today, even if they didn't pick up the tuition. My family is a blended family of 3 marriages and 5 semi-related siblings, and there's the family I married into. Family traditions are a stabilizing factor in my life. The closer I feel to family, the stronger I feel in life, and I live 5 states away from everybody. I want to leave you with one final thought, and it goes back to being that little widget on the right. You would think, standing up here today, that it's finally my turn to be the big widget on the left, right? Yeah, I'm the big widget. No. Standing up here, I feel just as small as I did when I was in your seats a long, long time ago. And that's a good thing, because when you feel small, there are 2 emotions to choose from: terrified and exhilarated. Throughout my life, I've mostly chosen to be exhilarated by new opportunities. I would suggest that any time that you start to feel like that big widget on the left, you do something that makes you feel small again, because that is when life is at its most generous.
And we didn't coordinate our words. I said you were smart and happy. And I was right. So, are you ready? Now we're going to begin. The moment when you pick up that degree and we say goodbye for now. And here you go, to PR and advertising companies, to major newspapers and community news across North Carolina. You're headed to jobs as professors in America and in Oxford, England. We send you out ready to invent the modern media, to create tomorrow, to build and lead a new generation of media leaders. I think this is the best degree in the entire UNC. Of course, I know I'm totally prejudiced. However, it's the most useful degree in the university. It teaches you to synthesize and strategize, communicate, translate, question, dig deep, understand, empathize, and to work in teams. We teach you to think around corners, to see far ahead, to tell stories. There is not a successful executive or politician in the world who can do all that, and they can't do it unless they are good communicators. But I firmly believe that we don't produce graduates, we graduate leaders. So we're going to begin our parade of graduates by recognizing our outstanding graduates in each department. And our academic dean, Francesca Dillman Carpentier, will do the honors. She then will be followed by the awarding of diplomas led by Senior Associate Dean Charlie Tuggle and Heidi Hennick-Kaminsky. So let it begin.
Thank you, Dean King. It is my honor to recognize our 2018 outstanding graduates from various disciplines and programs within the school. Many of the awards are named for legendary former faculty or alumni of the school, and these graduates have earned special distinction and are selected by the school's faculty for their excellence. To be chosen an outstanding graduate of a school so deep in student talent is a very high honor. Will the outstanding graduates on stage please stand? Okay. Peyton Andrew Chance. The Stuart Sechrist Award to the Outstanding Graduating Senior in Visual Communication. Okay. Kiana Marie Cole. The O.J. Skipper Coffin Award to the Outstanding Graduating Senior in News Editorial. Okay. Anne Marie Haggerty. The John Robert Bittner Award to the Outstanding Graduating Senior in Electronic Communication. Rachel Catherine Rhodes. The Lois and H.C. Cranford Jr. Award to the Outstanding Graduating Senior in Public Relations. It's a very long award. Paige Roberts. The James J. Mullen Award to the Outstanding Graduating Senior in Advertising. Neil Solid. The Outstanding MA in Technology and Communication graduate. Lindsay D. Trigo. The Outstanding MA in Mass Communication graduate. And Scott Brennan, the Rachel Davis Mercy Award to the Outstanding PhD graduate. Congratulations to our outstanding grads. And now I turn it over to Senior Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Charlie Tuggle, to recognize our graduating class of 2018.
Let's do this. Macy Abernathy. Barbriana Vernice Adams. Jessica Allen. Ernesto Alvarez. Jessica Amberg. Deja Anderson Huff. Dominic Andrews. Christopher Antonello. Stanley Arnaud. Joe Ontz. Kayla Michelle Aves. Elizabeth Atkins. Katie Ball. Olivia Ballard. Jennifer Barber. Allie Bard. Jessica Balcom. Caroline Baxendale. Paul Beam. Trisha Belk. MJ School Ambassador Alexis Bell. Copeland Bingle. Stacy Bennett. Hannah Binsky. Maggie Berra. Macon Betts. Alexandra Blackburn. Georgianne Blackerby. Alexandra Rose Blazevich. Samantha Blum. Christiana Louise Bowles. Nicholas Bolick. MJ School Ambassador Savannah Britt. Kelsey Lauren Broussard. Caroline Brown. MJ School Ambassador Olivia Buffington. Mary Rachel Buckley. Dara Berg. Veronica Burkhart. Mary Corbin Burlingame. Chris Kennedy. Johanna Cano. Alessandra Carlton. Alexandra Saletti. Christina Centenari. MJ School Ambassador Carter Chambliss. Carolina Chow. Jana Lee Childers. Charlotte Walker Chilton. Courtney Cho. Evan Michael Cronus. Cameron Church. Madison Coughing. Stevie Coleman. Chandler Coley. Victoria Collins. Elizabeth Ann Comtois. Natalie Conti. Jamie Cook. Taylor Mackenzie Cook. Jarrett Corder. Christopher Cotillo. Matt Couch. C. Jackson Cowart. Earl Hampton Crumpler III. MJ School Ambassador Ellie Dannenberg. Devin Davis. Lydia Davis. Seth Davis. Hannah Davison. Timothy MacArthur Day, Jr. Emily Deason. Cole Del Charco. John DePass. Sophia DeWolf. Katie Elizabeth Dixon. Eliza Margaret Duckworth. Allie B. Dunlap. Deandra Anna K. Dwyer. Brenna Elmore. Kyle Jiao Ing. Alexis Fairbanks. Julia Reynolds Faulkner. Lauren Ashley Farrington. Clara Famia. Sierra Lauren Fender. Udara Fernando. Macy Flynn. Katie Ford. Hallie Frayne. Anna Franzoni. Kate Frauenfelder. Tiffany Elise Fuller. Alexandra Gailey. D'Angelo Gatewood. Jessamine Gall. Paula Gillum. Kristen Lynn Goldberg. Heather Grace. Emily Gray. MJ School Ambassador Lanier Gray. Caitlin Green. Rachel Green. Allison Marie Griffith. Samantha Grimm. Catherine Guild. Jamie Lee Gwaltney. Brianna Hales. Jacob Hancock. Jada Harkins Andrews. Hans Harlocker. Kaylee Morgan Haar. Alexandra Halen. Brooke Helton. Brianna Enriquez. Ryan Herrera. Holly Hicks. Jordan Henson. Donnie Holloway. Zachariah Hollister. Elise Holzenbach. Lauren Hong. Megan Houlihan. MJ School Ambassador Rachel Horowitz. Germany Elise Horton. MJ School Ambassador Hannah Hudson. Thomas Nelson Hughes. Kara Leah Hutto. MJ School Ambassador Bailey Ingalls. Anna Irizarry. Marjorie Hilliard Eiseminger. Gloria Jing. Allison Leslie Johnson. Caroline Jones. Jackson Jones. Jack Joyce. MJ School Ambassador Alexis Juarez. Hannah Kim. Lindsay L. Karras. Michael Coe. Rachel Compere. Carly Krasnopol. Rebecca Marie Crowenbush. Emily Catherine Kupek. Alana Kuntz. Addison Lallier. Bryson Carl Lapping. Kendall Luton. Lydia Rayhyun Lee. Hannah Jane Lee. Trevor Jacob Linsmeyer. Jonah Lossie. Louis Levin. Shelby Light. Parker Lindenmuth. Dean Lovett. Alexandra Lauder. Margaret Luck. Nina Luker. Vanessa Liu. Isabella Lupoli. Emily Magnus. Kelly Mahoney. Dario Malave. Jacob Manning. Kristen Michelle Marino. MJ School Ambassador Tiara Marsh. Jacqueline Martinez. Meredith Nicole Martinez. Kelsey Lee Mason. Keegan Matheson. Vanessa May. Lindsay McConnell. Georgia Jones McCoy. Haley Abigail McDougall. MJ School Ambassador Nicola McCurvin. Caroline McKinley. Davis McKinney. Cheyenne McNeil. Lillian Mershow. Benjamin Marenbloom. Annika Mattoon. Harrison Miller. Lauren Miller. Allie Kristen Mobley. Jack Malloy. Molly Morgan. Andrew Morgenstern. Austin Turner Morrill. Austin Moses. Bryn Mellinson. Margaret Baxter Mowat. Kristen Murphy. Moses Musilu. Raven Joy Norton. Erica Oakley. Marissa O'Neill. Veronica Ortega. Anna Overton. Catherine Nash. Lydia Neal. Connor Neville. Lindsay Nevitt. Morgan Alexis Newell. Brianna Wynn. Brandon Keith Otis. Jake Pacheco. Gabrielle Palacio. Elizabeth Elaine Parker. Alex Pardue. Kylie Parsons. Elizabeth Campbell Payne. Elise Pericles. Tyler Petty. Christy Peachnick. Alex Pignon. Caroline Pirzolo. Elizabeth Ann Proctor. Janie Price. Celeste Pritchard. Maria Prokopovich. Abby Presley. Davis Rhodes. Seth Carter Pyle. Lex Lee Pursley. Elizabeth Raby. Kathleen Rice. Stephen Rich. Rebecca Blake Richardson. Abby Rogers. Isabella Rossi. Megan Kate Royer. Grace Ricks. William Ryerson. Samantha Paisley. Sumner Park. Sydney Saper. Emily Sasser. Olivia Schaber. Henny Schlager. Samantha Schneider. Rachel Scott. Mackenzie Lynn Self. Kirsten Lee Sharp. Sarah Sharp. Holly Dominique Shelton. Megan Sigmund. Emily Slaby. Gwendolyn Renee Smith. Jackson Smith. Ellie Somerville. Madeline Stefan. Katie Stevens. Lily Stevens. Madison Stevens. Anna Stone. Megan Christina Stout. Taylor Street. MJ School Ambassador Micah Stubbs. Sarah Sturtevant. Jessica Swanson. Hank Talmadge. Lauren Tarpley. Allison Tate. Sloan Hampton Taylor. Rachel Thomas. Lindsay Warrington Thompson. Lydia Tolley. Jordan Townsend. John Horton Tyson Jr. Jose Manuel Valle Alvarado. Nicole Sarai Vanderford. MJ School Ambassador John Vollmer. Madison Walls. Alma Caroline Austin Washington. Nikki Wasserman. Lindsay Welch. MJ School Ambassador Kyle Werner. Molly Noel Waybright. Richard Wheeler. Haley White. Benjamin West Wiggins. Emily Wilkinson. Avery Williams. Meredith June Wilson. Jessica Weinset. Jasmine Juhi Wan. Hannah Wood. Marcus Wilson. Hannah Winiger. MJ School Ambassador Justin Wynn. Allie Yates. Mary Catherine Young. Jessica Zhang. Rija Zhang. Senior Associate Dean for Graduate Studies, Heidi Hennick-Kaminsky.
All right, it's my pleasure to introduce you to the students who are graduating with graduate degrees today. First, we have Danita Morgan, and she is receiving the certificate in Technology and Communication. Next, we have students receiving their master's in Technology and Communication. Angela Brocklesby. Karen Fullington. Elizabeth Hammond. Joshua Kleinstroyer. Marcy Montague. Tyler Ritter. Maureen Janelle Robs. Matthew Smith. Christopher Scott Thompson. Sophia Nali Allison. Brady Blackburn. Carol Bono. And these are the students receiving the Master's in Mass Communication. Bridget Sir. Katria Farmer. Jordan Fialto. Arsha Gurbani. Taylor Hamlet. Ashley Hedrick. Laren Jensen. Jane Kim. Cinnamon Moore. Amy Claire Nelson. Andrea Orango. Holly Rose Roberts. Natalie Rausch. Christine Scalora. Katie Wilkinson. Shell Hanshu. And next, we will recognize the students receiving their PhD in Mass Communication. First up, yes. First up, we have Scott Brennan. He is being hooded by his advisor, Dr. Daniel Crease. Next, we have Dr. Christopher Etheridge, being hooded by his advisor, Dr. Rhonda Gibson. And Jennifer Harker, Dr. Jennifer Harker, and she is being hooded by her advisor, Dr. Adam Saffer.
Wow. That is quite a group of people, and as I said to many of the students, we're kind of sad. You know, we're sad to see you go, and even a few of you said you're sad to see leave, but I know you're really glad to go. We have one thing to do, and that's for everyone in this auditorium to give a big ovation of applause. This is achievement. So the next thing I'm about to say seems, ridiculous to say because that's the most thunderous applause we've heard the whole day, right? But graduates, I know you've been waiting to get to this moment, but the people behind you have really been waiting a long time for you to get to this moment. They've been behind you and sitting near you and paying your bills for a long time. So would you please get up now and applause all of them because this today is their day. Okay. I think you all in this auditorium knows that, people have been talking about the media being in crisis. Maybe so, but this school is not. We know who we are, and we know what we want for all our students. We want you all to be more than successful, because we know you will be. We want you to have a passion for what you do next, for informing your world, for igniting that public conversation that informs people and really sets them free, that believes in the power of words and the imperative to give back, and that simple and powerful message that Susan gave to you, the art of generosity. Class of 2018, you may be walking out of here today, but forever you are part of the Tar Heel legacy. So this officially concludes our ceremony, but one note as we depart, we want to make it easy for you. There will be a lot of people in this auditorium, so we're going to go out today in a new way through this arena tunnel, but parents, don't worry, they're not going to disappear. They're going to go out and then meet you in the front of the arena, but we would like each of the families to go out on the side doors, not the center one, to make it as easy as possible as you go out because people are coming in the center. It's been congested. We have one more graduation ceremony after us, and you will then be able to meet your students out in front. So we just want to say thank you for all you've given to us and for being the kinds of students that make us all feel that we are working in a world that really matters. Go out and claim the world and make us proud. So now Marshals Boynton, the great coach of the Bateman team, Tori Ekstrand, Livis Freeman, and Adam Saffer, will you lead the graduates of 2018 to their future? Thank you very much.